Hey, what's up, everybody? Wrap your mind around this. Back again. I'm Joe from Confessions from a Dangerous Mind.
And I'm Art from Mind of a Leo.
So how's it going, Art? How's your day been?
Oh man, dude. I'm so glad that you asked. Uh, so the day has not been productive at all. I've literally have been um laying on my couch, try
Hmm.
not to move and try not to sweat because it is hot. I don't have air
Yeah.
conditioning. I yeah, it's really really hot. So I mean, I did some cleaning. I did a little bit of cooking. I was at my cousin's house this morning and stuff, and I took care of her. She's a bit under the weather right now, but
Oh, okay.
so yeah, just to be on the safe side, I will be social distancing and I will be going to the doctors just to make sure everything is all good. But I'll be doing that tomorrow. But I feel fine aside from me not doing anything productive. I mean, that was a lot. I feel like I did a lot,
Yeah, that
but
is.
I don't feel like I did a lot. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like at least from your cousin's perspective, you've done a lot. I mean, that was very nice for you to take care of her. You said, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
did she test positive for COVID, or you're just assuming the worst?
Well, I am not at liberty to confirm or deny.
Okay, fair enough. uh, you're treating it like it's like a bad thing, like it's a social. I'm not judging you, but just as
I mean,
I
well,
totally understand. I totally understand. That's good. I'm glad that you're practicing social distancing just to be on the safe side of things. Whether or not, I just wanted to ask that. But yeah, dude, that's a pretty productive day, and I think it's good to have like some rest days or like you said, it's really hot out, so sometimes it's for the best to kind of lay low and just kind of chill for a bit versus working yourself up into a frenzy and getting all warm and shit. So I just cursed. I know I told you earlier it's best to not curse on YouTube videos. It's not a huge deal, but I think it does help to not curse. But yeah, so that's cool, dude. That's good that you had a good day for the most
what
part.
about yours? How was your day?
Mine's been pretty chill. I'd also say kind of not super productive, but I just cleaning and organizing some stuff, getting a few things done that I need to. I did go down to the grocery store and buy some stuff, um, and I went out biking. That's about it. After this, I'm gonna Safeway had a really killer deal on some burgers, pre-made burgers. So I'm gonna make a few cheeseburgers after this. Pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, that sounds good. So that's what you have for dinner. Cheeseburgers. Nice.
Yeah, can't complain. So and then tomorrow, like, uh, not really gonna be doing too much tomorrow. So like you, I'm gonna probably lay low for the most part and keep cool as best I can.
Yeah, because I just don't know how to like beat the heat, and without having like an air conditioner, and it's ridiculous. Anyways, on the upside, I did get a couple of I got some decor for my house, so I was putting that up, and I did a little bit of cleaning the other day, so that felt good. It always feels good to be instead of a clean environment, instead of an environment where it looks like 15 dudes who live in this house when it's only me. So
Yeah, no, actually, I think that's a great thing, and I'm a firm believer that our environment affects our mental state, but our mental state is kind of also, or our environment is also a reflection of our mental state. Like when I'm more depressed or struggling, I'm more messy because you're not cleaning up and doing self care, but also the environment affects my mental state as well.
yeah, most definitely. So how do you feel about doing a check-in with each other like here? I don't think we've ever done that. So like maybe
Well,
like
like, what do
maybe
you?
emotional check-in, like to see where we're at.
Sure.
Like I
You want to
guess
go
for
first?
I huh?
Can you go first and kind of give me an
Of course,
example?
yeah. So like emotionally right now I am feeling um I'm feeling content. I feel hopeful. I feel happy. I feel and then I feel a bit drained, like
Mm.
emotionally, for whatever reason. I haven't paid too much attention to that, and I think I got a mosquito bite right now.
Oh no.
I mean, I think I just noticed it. Anyway, and so that's how I feel. Um, and I guess I'll do another check-in with you. I am noticing, like right now, I'm noticing that I've been waking up a lot. I've been waking up early,
Mm.
like way earlier than my clock, my alarm clock, and it's just been kind of hard to focus. So something definitely is going on. Um, and I'm just gonna try to pay attention a little bit more to that. So yeah, I get like
So,
distracted easily. Conversations are here, there, everywhere. So that's what I mean by that. So emotionally, I feel great, and mentally, I feel unorganized and all over the place.
oh no.
So that's where I'm at. What about yourself?
Well, I have a quick question. Would you say that that mental state is because of, or at least partially because of your sleep, like waking up earlier and stuff?
No, because no, I don't think so. I get a decent amount
Okay.
of sleep, but at least 7 hours. So I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm going to bed at 9 o'clock. So I mean, it's
Okay,
not
so
losing sleep.
okay, yeah, that's, well, that was kind of my second leading question is, was it problematic, or has it been problematic? And it sounds like that's not the case. So you're just been waking up earlier, but it's not really affecting,
Yeah, and
negatively affecting.
you know what, to be honest with you, dude, like it's I kind of like it. I kind of like waking up because it's like I get more done, right?
Yeah.
And so by the time I guess that's where a little bit of the drained me emotionally I'm like drained already, right? Because I'm like an extrovert, right? So it's like,
Uh,
um, you know what? That's it. I just put my yeah. I haven't been socializing a lot like I normally
uh,
do it, right? I've I've kind of only been like with one or two people. So that's why I kind of feel like my brain wants to go, 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 be everywhere and talk and not like it's kind of scattered, but like I feel drained and not full because I haven't been around a lot of people. So, and then just, I guess, knowing that I am, gonna be social distancing and
mm,
being more careful is kind of like weighing me down a little bit more because I know I'm not going to be around people and I know I'm not going to be around crowds, right? And that like feeds that like gives me energy, right?
yeah.
That's what that's what it's about. So
Yeah, well, I'm kind of glad you were able to kind of come to that realization. That's why I've really been enjoying these video, like, me myself. What I've been enjoying making videos with you, but also kind of doing my own videos too. It just, like, the process of talking. It just, for me, it's, I don't know. It just helps me to kind of just discover things about myself or process things that I wouldn't otherwise do so. So I just wanted to, I don't know, point that out. I think that's cool that you're able to, not even necessarily because of this video, but I'm glad. Uh, yeah. Anyways, as far as myself goes, I mean, I'm doing great, dude. Like, I even did a video earlier today. It was like 40 minutes long. I just kind of did a recovery recap, and talked briefly a little bit about my experience with like cough syrup and bath salts and all that fun stuff.
Okay.
Just because I think that's more interesting topics to talk about other than just recovery only. Because it's like, oh, hey, I'm doing great. Yeah, that's it. I
Right.
know it's, there's more to talk about, like, and I do plan on it, in terms of coping skills. Sorry, I know I'm not really doing a check-in, but I just kind of, I guess this is tying in. The reason why I bring it up is because, like I said in my video, I'm doing great, dude. I'm loving recovery. On the 27th will be 120 days clean, which is mind blowing. Thank you. Uh, it blows my mind, dude. Like it's crazy. And I'm so thankful for all the benefits that recovery has provided. I just feel and look much more healthy. So yeah, I'd almost say I'm like in a euphoric mind state. And definitely content as well. Um, Satisfied with life. I just feel some sense of purpose, hope, and optimism. Yeah, so I'm not really having, fortunately, any negative feelings or anxiety right now. Just being able to think pretty clearly. So yeah, I'm really thankful for all of that. So yeah, I don't know, dude. Like things are going great for me, and I do recognize that it's not always going to be going like, there's going to be ups and downs. So I'm just trying to enjoy this while I can, and make the most of it. So yeah, that's kind of my check-in.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, because I don't know. I just kind of feel I'll probably go more into depth in on my channel about this current state that I'm in, and probably do more videos just so I can reach out a lot more, right? About not reach out. I don't even know what the heck I'm talking about. Do a more of an assessment, right, of self, and
Yeah.
talk about it out loud so I can, like, walk, like you said, talk my way through it and identify some things, validate some things, and really get to the root of what I'm noticing in this particular time, right? So whatever. And or it can just be the heat. It can be something, me
it's
making
it's
a mountain out of
probably
a molehill.
it's
That's
probably at least partially the heat. No, you're absolutely right. Because, dude, for
yeah,
me, the heat, it just drains me.
yeah,
I think that's, I wouldn't say universal for everyone, but I'd say a lot of people. So yeah, that's a really good point.
yeah,
And yeah, just the lack of social. I mean, if you're extroverted, and yeah, you definitely strike me as an extroverted person. So not going out and socializing, I can imagine, yeah, is draining for you because extroverts gain their energy by being out in public and being social and in groups. So I'm the
yeah,
opposite. I'm an introvert, so for me, I recharge in like the times of solitude. Um, but I'm still able to socialize with people, and I guess that's one slightly downside of living in a sober living house is you're living with other people, but I'm still able to carve out times of solitude, so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, you should definitely do more individual videos, and because for me it's been incredibly helpful.
yeah. I'll go ahead and do that. Have you heard about this thing, monkeypox?
Oh yeah, a slight bit of it.
What do you know about it? What have you heard about it? What is it? A sexually transmitted disease, infection or disease, or um, do you buy into it? Do you believe it? Do you what like?
Honestly, I don't know enough to really speak on it. And I know, at least with COVID, it's kind of a heated topic, so I might be entering a little hot water here. But um, I think, oftentimes things like that are blown out of proportion. I'm not doubting the existence of, like COVID, or the severity of it. I know it's killed, many people, and has at least hospitalized others. But I think there is sometimes a general fear, um, that isn't quite warranted. But I'm speaking from my perspective. I mean, I used to be a nurse, so maybe that's more of a common thing or something that's not so foreign to me. So that way I don't really I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, dude, I don't know enough of it. I've heard about it, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I don't know. What have you heard about it?
It was just, this converse. I was conversing with another individual, and it came up, and I know nothing about it, and I was like, hmm, yeah, okay, so yeah, it was something I found a bit intriguing, and I, wanted to just, ask you if you knew anything about it, given your background. Um, Anyways, yeah, I have a link about it. Maybe I'll share it with you, and I haven't even looked at the link yet, so I haven't read anything about it yet. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe, those of you who do know about it can, put some comments, or even just ask us, or let us know that you guys heard about it, or, let us know if you guys haven't heard about it, or if you have. I don't know, just 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 trying to spread some awareness about, something I heard.
Yeah, no,
That I will read
it's
up on, right? Because I don't like to be I don't like to be a person that, like, oh, I heard. No, 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 no. I will
yeah.
read up on it next video. If it's okay, I will touch a little bit more on it, because I will know a little bit more about it too. So
Yeah.
anyway,
No, I think that's great, because, not to, rag on, people or society as a general, but I think that does happen a lot is people hear something and they take it at face value, where oftentimes there's a lot more to the story. I mean, granted, there's still some truth to what you hear, but I'm the same type. I like to investigate and do my own independent research and formulate my own opinion based
right.
on what I read. What was that? There's one other thing I want to mention about that. Um, yeah, I lost it. I think that's what it was, though. It's just kind of learning about it. Oh, I guess another thing too is again kind of with the sensationalism of kind of stuff like that. I mean, uh, the flu. I mean, the flu has it kills tons of people too, but you don't hear it in the same kind of fear aspect as COVID. And I'm saying that not knowing the statistics or any of the specific details, so I can't say for sure. But yeah, so I tried to take things like with a grain of salt like that and do my own research. So that's cool that you'll be doing that.
Yeah, because I don't know, maybe that was the only reason why I brought it up. I'm not trying to cause no controversy or anything like that, or maybe I am. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Is
I'm
that the
kidding.
ploy? Get people interested.
Kidding. 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 Uh oh, I did. Do you know it's Leo season? I want to tell everybody and let everybody know.
That's why I was gonna mention in my comment too. Yeah, that was awesome, dude. That you lined that up. That's perfect.
Yes, it is. It is Leo season, and whoop whoop to all my Leos out there. It is. It is time this summer 2022.
It's
I love
time,
it.
baby.
Yep. So, anyways, oh my gosh, I feel so drained, dude. I honestly felt super drained, like tired, drained, and I really didn't. I think it's the heat. I honestly believe it's the heat.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. What I guess because this is applicable to kind of mental health and recovery. Besides socializing, like what are some other ways that you recharge yourself?
Oh, that is a very, very good question. That is a really, really good question. Um, um,
I can here I'll give you time a second to think. I For me it's music. Music is a huge kind of recharge. Exercise definitely helps me, especially like if I'm stressed out, that helps me to de-stress. Those are a few things I do to recharge.
So okay, so what I do to recharge is still is very very active. I jog.
Oh,
Uh,
nice. Hell yeah.
I jog, and again I FaceTime family members and get on big group chats with family and friends, right? And stay connected and do other meetings, right? And still, I guess that's. I know it sounds like it's not. Um, I guess that's the only thing that I do for myself to, I guess, is to decompress would be jogging, crocheting because I do
Oh
crochet,
yeah, nice.
and and buying plants and repotting plants. That's what I do. And clean. Believe it or not, I love to clean. So there it is. Like I'll clean my house to decompress.
No, that's no, I think that's a great way. I mean, it's like cathartic, you know, it's very
Yeah,
cleansing.
yeah,
And it just it gets you up and doing something. Um,
yeah.
I have a quick question with the crocheting, that's different than knitting. Crocheting, and I know I'm saying it
Crocheting.
wrong.
The
I know I'm
crocheting.
saying
Yeah,
it wrong purposely, but that's just one needle, right? Whereas
yeah.
knitting
It's
is
with the
two.
hook. It's with the hook. Yeah. Yeah, it's with the hook. I've made several blankets already for family and for
Nice.
friends. I haven't started one for myself yet, but I will soon enough. But I enjoy that, and that helps me clear my mind, put some thoughts together, and work on goals. Right, along with yoga. Yoga helps me a lot too. Just refresh and recenter self and stretch out all those muscles that are
Hmm.
important for me to yeah, it's just important for me to do that. So I've been incorporating yoga a lot into my routine, and I'm enjoying it. This is how I'm finding balance inside of my life by doing these things
Hmm.
and sticking to the schedule. And yeah, that's I'm so tired.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I know. And just for everyone, this was kind of spur of the moment. I hit art up and I'm just like, hey, you want to do a video? So yeah, sorry if it was kind of off or not really planned in advance, but I'm glad. Thank you for doing the video. You know, I always enjoy talking with you and especially making these videos. You know, you're a very interesting person and really friendly person. You're just a good person, which is,
Well, thank
you know,
you.
and genuine too. I'm swear I'm not trying to kiss your butt, but I really do respect, especially that genuine aspect to you. You know, you're not fake. I know that's kind of thrown around or cliche, but I mean, you know, yeah, you're a true dude. You know, you're not just this persona.
Well,
But
thank you, man. I really,
yeah.
really, I honestly appreciate that. And I must say, I wasn't always like this. I was not always like this. And it took a lot of self-reflecting. It took a lot of hard work to get where I'm at, be the man that I am today, and
Hmm.
to admit a lot of wrongs and own up a lot of things and apologize to people and make some amends. And there's a lot of people out there still that I haven't made an amends to, and that I feel so guilty because of the way I've treated them, because of the way I've
Hmm.
treated myself. I you know I've always haven't been this man that right, this dude that yeah, when I was younger I used to I didn't like myself.
Hmm.
I didn't like myself at all. I didn't accept myself. I wasn't happy with myself. And it showed not only with what I was doing to self, but it came out and it showed how I treated other people too. So Yeah, with that being said, I did work, it took a lot of self-reflecting, and I'm glad that hard work does pay off. And just by
Yeah.
you telling me that, dude, it just it's very encouraging, and I appreciate it, man, because um today, I have respect for myself. Today I love myself. Today I did a check-in and I'm happy, and and
Yeah.
I don't have shame. I don't have the guilt, and because I do that for myself, like I said, it's easy for me to just do that for others, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. I think it helps to love ourselves before we can help love others, you know.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, no, and that's another thing too, is just there's some weight to your words. You know, you have lived experience, and you've gone through a lot and learned a lot and have grown, you know, whereas some people sometimes they stay stuck in the past, and they're not able to grow, which is really unfortunate, you know. For me, after I had lost my job and got my first arrest, I had a hard time staying stuck in that past, and I just was just on a path of tremendous destruction because I just couldn't get over that fact and move forward. And you know, it took me 2 years to get to kind of where I am right now. So I think that's awesome. Do you? I don't know if this is too personal. With some of those people that you haven't made amends to, do you plan on making amends to them, or is that kind of it would injure them or yourself type thing?
I at this point in time, making a living amends is gonna is helping me right now,
Hmm.
and I think it's helping, but more I still haven't forgave myself for the
Mm.
things that I've done to to some family, and to some friends. I have to forgive myself, and that hurts the most, and that is just in my head and it's in my heart, that I haven't forgave myself and I can't
Yeah.
get over it, right? And um so it's hard, dude, and it freaking hurts a lot, but one day, hopefully, by me making this a living amends and being good and staying on, this the path that I choose, I hope that I will find that forgiveness from within. And if I cross paths with that, and these family members and or these friends, um I hope that I have the courage and the complete forgiveness for it within myself to go up to them and say hello and ask them how they've been, and tell them that how I'm doing,
Hmm.
and admit my wrongs in the past, but this is how I'm doing today, and ask them sincerely, like, how are they, right? Because they I just want, everybody deserves to be happy. So
Yeah.
I just want, the best for my family and my friends, and even strangers out there. So that's where I come that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, right on. So when you say live in amends, do you mean kind of, at least what I could like interpret is, you know, we can't go back and change the past, but we can kind of right the wrongs in a way by living a healthy and positive life? Or what do you mean
Correct.
by, okay, that's what you mean?
Yeah, that's exactly it. You hit the nail on the head. Just, by living a clean life, right? And staying healthy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured you meant.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard that term or it expressed that way, but yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about. Because yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a great thing too. Because yeah, like I said, getting stuck in the past, you know, it's like, well, I've done terrible things, and I can relate to you. It's like, yeah, I've done a lot of terrible things to friends, family, and just society in general. I mean, you know, during my first arrest, that could have ended much more differently. I mean, when I ran through that intersection, I could have easily have killed somebody, or killed myself. And that has repercussions, that has ripples. I mean, it's not just affects me or that person, it affects friends, family of that people. So but yeah, I can't change that, but I can move forward and live this healthy life and try to give back as best I can as I heal and get better. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Because yeah, and a lot of this was when I was in my active addiction. It was
Mm,
This is when I was in my active addiction, and the disease of addiction was kicking my butt,
yeah.
and I hurt myself a lot, and yeah, I hurt a lot of other people too, and like you said, just I hurt society as well, and so that's me trying to pay it forward. But again, I feel like a broken record. The biggest thing is me not being able to forgive myself. So
Yeah, well, and I want to touch upon that too, and I want to apologize. I don't mean to get like kind of morbid or with, but yeah, I always think about that and just how that could have ended. But anyways, yeah, and that's the thing too, is like I think the ones we hurt most is ourselves. At least one of the most hurt is ourselves. And yeah, healing and being able to forgive yourself, not just for the behaviors that negatively affected friends and family, but behaviors that negatively affected us too.
yeah,
And yeah, that's something that's not going to heal or get better in just a few days or a few weeks. I mean, that's going to take active work and a bunch of time to get past and heal and eventually forgive ourselves. So um, yeah, dude,
this
I
has
can relate to that too.
been, yeah, this has been several years now that I'm working on it to forgive myself. So it it cut deep. So yeah.
Yeah. For me, I would say honestly, I don't know, maybe I'm just a dick, but I I've been able to kind of forgive myself in a lot of regards for the things that I've done. I guess for me it helps to kind of like I've reframed it because it's like, that I'm not a bad person or I wasn't a bad person. Like you said, addiction was kicking my butt. I mean, it's a disease process. It affects it modulates and changes how our brain acts and works and thinks. I know there's kind of two schools of thought. I know we have about 5 minutes. I'll make this quick. But like it's a behavioral thing or it's a disease thing. I'm kind of a bit of both. So it's a disease process and it affects us, but we at the end of the day we still have a choice. It's just making that choice as an addict, making that right choice is that much more difficult than a normie. So I guess just it's easier for me to forgive myself because it's a disease process. I'm not a bad person. It's just I've had this disease and I still have this disease that I need to work on daily. So but yeah, and I'm not saying I'm better than you because I forgive myself or anything like
I
that, of
don't think you
course.
are.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's better than anybody.
No,
And I
there,
don't think
no.
anybody's less than anybody either, because from experience, I've been on both sides of the coin.
Mm,
I, yeah, I have. I truly have. And it's we're all equal.
yeah, absolutely. Well, it is interesting, yeah, being on both sides of the coin. Because for me, when I worked in nursing, it was behavioral health, mental health, and even detox. So I've been on both sides of those counters, both as a staff member and as a patient. Yeah, it really illuminates, or at least gives you a much more well-rounded perspective, which a lot of people don't get to experience. So I'm sorry that you've kind of been through some hardships with that, but at the same time, it's probably made you kind of helped you grow as a person. I don't want to speculate, but that would be my guess.
It has at times kept the flame going on, for me to be on the right track, right? Because that was you know, a cut that still is deep and it still hurts, that it was like, I don't want this feeling again. I don't want to
Yeah.
do this to anybody again, nor do I want to feel this feeling to myself again. I don't have any guilt and I don't have any shame, but it's that forgiveness, right? So I think it's a little different than, you know, guilt and shame, right? It's just the forgiving part, right?
Yeah.
Because I have gotten to the point where I don't have shame about it anymore and I don't have any guilt about it, but it's just that one last element, and that's the forgiving part. So yeah, it's definitely helped keep you know, sometimes this fire and this flame is went all the way down to ambers, but never lost it, never completely went out, and keep going at times. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, cool. Well, and you cut out a little bit, but I caught pretty much almost everything. So it looks like we have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I guess we should probably end now. Is there any part words you'd like to give before we sign off?
I just want to say thank you, everybody, so much for listening to me. And I don't know where I'm getting all this energy from in the last 2 minutes, but go ahead, check me out. Mind of a Leo. Thank you, all you Leos out there, and peace, stay safe, and stay cool. Don't catch the Rona.
Yeah, don't get the Ronies. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. That's why I still need to figure something out. So that way we don't have that cut off. I mean, I like the 40 minutes that we get, but sometimes it's nice, like we get into an interesting subject and you, like you say, you get that energy, and it's like, oh, we have to end. But yeah, we'll figure something out. And but I enjoy doing this and kind of having this time frame because it does kind of help keep it more succinct. So
Yeah.
I agree with what you said. Thank you everybody for watching and listening to us. You know, we definitely welcome comments. You know, whether that's questions or constructive criticism. I mean, if you want to be a dick, sure, please don't do that. But you know, I'm not going to be able to tell anyone else what to do. And yeah, so this is Joe from Confessions from a Dangerous Mind, and
And
uh,
this is Art from Mind of a Leo.
yes,
Stay safe.
all right,
Bye.
and bye everyone.